How are you? This is Grandpa GK with yet another story for you about my days at school. Today, I would like to tell you a story about my first day at school. I went to school, a Tamil school, in 1966. That was a very long time ago, probably more than 55 years. Yes, I remember that my mother woke me up from bed. I had a bath. My mother dressed me up, made sure I had some breakfast. I was very sleepy. I was complaining, but I was very excited because I wanted to go to school. My sister, who was in standard 3, was already dressed, and then they took me into the prayer room. Some prayers were said. They put the holy ash over my forehead, and my father held my hands, and he walked with me to the bus stand. Mom came along, and she stood at the bus stand, and that was in a place called Ulu Timiang in Seremban, Negeri Sembilan, Malaysia. A yellow colored bus came. I think the number was 49. It was written there, Seremban bus. Father got into the bus, brought me up gently, sister followed, and the bus took us all the way to school. When I got there, it was a noisy place. There were many little boys and girls about my age. I'd never been to school. I was 7 years old. And we were shown into this classroom, and there was a stern-looking lady there, and her name was Mrs. Madhya Baranam. So she told us, "My name is Madam Madhya Baranam, and that is how you will call me. You will say, 'Yes, teacher,' 'No, teacher,' 'Thank you, teacher,' 'Please, may I, teacher.'" That's the first thing she taught us. And then, as we were sitting there, for the first class, they were writing some Tamil words on the blackboards. It was like, ah, e, e, oh, ow. And we were doing this for about an hour. I was getting bored and I was very thirsty. So I put up my hand and I said in Tamil, "Please, teacher, can I have some water to drink?" And she looked at me very surprised, because it was not in those days the duty of the teacher to give us water. These days, if you go to school, there will be places where you can go and drink water. And so I was told that there was no water in the classroom, but she said, "If you walk along the side of this classroom and right at the end, at the back of the Vivekananda Hall in Labu Road those days, you will find water." I had no idea what to look for. I was a little boy. I walked. All I found was a tap, and I didn't find any water. And I came back and I told her, "Excuse me, teacher, I do not know where to find water." And then she said, "Okay, I will send a friend to help you." And there was a girl sitting on the other side of the class. Her name was Anusuya. Teacher said, "Anusuya, will you rise?" And Anusuya rose. And she said, "Will you take Ganesan here and show him where to drink water?" And so I was taken by this girl back to the same tap right at the end of the building at the back. She turned it on and the water dripped down, and she cupped her hand like this, and we had to drink like this. And she said, "That is how you drink water." And she said, "Don't spill it on your shirt or your trousers, and don't mess up your shoes. You've got to be careful about it. So we turned on the tap a little bit, and the water came out, and I drank water. And I said to Anasuya, thank you very much for helping me. And she said, that's quite all right. You're welcome. And she took me back to the class, and Anasuya and I became very good friends. She was a good, kind person. And I still remember this thing on the very first day in school. At the end of the day, when I left, I waved to Anasuya and I said, Anasuya, thank you for helping me. Goodbye. And she said, I will see you tomorrow. And Dad was waiting for me at the gate of the school, as was my elder sister Nirmala. And they both took me to the bus stand, got into the bus, came all the way home. I was very excited. I told Mom about everything that had happened in school. And she said, never mind, remove your shoes, remove your socks, wash your hands and your feet, come and sit down and eat. And we had lunch, and over lunch I kept telling her about how I was thirsty and how Anasuya had helped me drink water, and there were many people in the classroom, and all the lessons that the teacher had taught us for the whole day, and how it was all very exciting. And she asked me, are you happy to be in school? I said, yes, but it takes a long time, doesn't it? And I'm not very happy. And she said, well, you'll get used to it. And that was that. You know, in those days, we didn't have enough money to buy water bottles to take to school. It was never heard of. And it was assumed that we could drink water off the tap and it was all right. That's how bad the situation was in those days. But today, of course, you go to school, mommy and daddy give you your water bottle, give you a bag, and in the bag there would usually be a Tupperware or something with food. And that's the way it should be. But I tell you, I was very happy in school. That is the first day at school. I'll see you again. Thank you very much.